Hi, I'm Jane Schilling, Director of Volunteer Services. More than 50 years ago, 286 women began going door to door to raise money to build a hospital in our community. It was a legacy that continues today. They collected money, this small group of volunteers, and their big vision eventually raised enough to build Fairfield's first hospital in our community, which later became North Bay Medical Center and Vaca Valley Hospital. The original group of ladies back in the 1950s, they didn't stop there. When the hospital was built, the North Bay Guild members chose to continue their quest and support the hospital in a number of ways. Service in the hospitals to our families and patients. They help run our thrift store and, of course, our gift shops. They provide respite to families of our patients in hospice. They organize and support fundraisers such as the very popular and successful Wine and Food Jubilee and the Golf and Tennis Classic. Their hard work has raised millions of dollars over the years so that North Bay can provide an array of services to better the lives of many in our community. We support programs such as the Alzheimer's Adult Day Center, the North Bay Cancer Center, A Baby is Coming, the North Bay Hospice and Bereavement Programs, the new Women's Resource Center, and in the very near future, our own Trauma Center. Today, North Bay continues to be supported by many, many loyal and hardworking volunteers and funded by the sales and events that they organize. They're a living testament to the power of what our North Bay family can do to help improve the lives of people in our community. But you don't have to take my word for it. Let our dedicated, hardworking, and loyal North Bay volunteers tell you why they love to say, I am North Bay.
Hi, I'm Janet Adama, and excuse me, I've been with the Guild since April of 2007.
Okay.
And I just love it. I was in grief counseling, and the counselor suggested I get involved, so that's what I did. And it's very gratifying, and the people are absolutely wonderful. And I kind of spread myself around. I work here, and I work at the Resource Center in Fairfield, and it's very nice.
Is that everybody in the hospital really appreciates everything that we do. I mean, they just couldn't be nicer to us and always telling us thank you, and I like that. That's very rewarding. And I bring out the newspapers to the patients early in the morning, and then I make this coffee, and we bring the coffee cart around to the people that are waiting rooms, and they really appreciate that. And I really like what I do. And another thing, the other Guild members they become my friends. They're such nice people. They're very considerate, and just, you know, they're here because they want to, I guess.
And this is the third year I've been the librarian here, and Dorothy's been helping me too, that each year it gets better and better. And so, and also the people come in and their remarks, you know, it gives you a sense of satisfaction. So that's why we volunteer. We give. When we were retired, we didn't think we'd carry on. I've been here now over 10 years and just become a life member.
It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. I enjoy it. I tried retirement 3 times before it finally took, and the only thing that kept me from going back to work was volunteering. So it's really a worthwhile thing to do. I feel like I'm contributing something worthwhile, and I enjoy it very much. And I think that at North Bay, I think we're a lot like a family.
Why do I volunteer? Oh my gosh, volunteering is the love of my life. I've actually made it my second career is what I've done. I've been in hospital environment and working in and out of hospitals for 33 years, and when I retired, this is where I had to come back to it. It gives me a great rapport, a great feeling of being needed, a great rapport of giving to people, and that's what it's all about.
We definitely feel appreciated. It's getting so that when we come on the floor, people smile and they ask us how we are, and we in turn greet them. So it's been very, very rewarding for me as a person that I'm giving back to the community.
And
I volunteered to pay back hospice initially because they helped me when my mom was going through the dying process. And so I thought I would pay them back and join hospice. And I worked with hospice for about 2.5 years.
My name's Loretta Graham, and I work here at the thrift shop. I enjoy working at the thrift shop. The reason why I decided to volunteer is because in 1997 my mother was very, very ill with cancer, and North Bay treated my mom really well. So I thought I would pay back with volunteering here at the thrift shop in North Bay, wherever they need me.
This is my way of giving back to the community. I believe in sharing your time.
Whenever they pass away, it's like the first thing to think about is taking things where they're going to be handled nice and sold to people that care. Because that's what I did with my mother-in-law. When she died, she had so much, but I wanted it in a place where I knew that people were going to care about her clothes, and we see that a lot here.
My name is Debbie Thomas, and I'm a volunteer. I read at North Bay Clinic on Fridays for an hour, and I do that for the library. And what I do is I read to the kids and encourage the parents to read to them because they found that reading out loud helps kids in school.
Hi, what I do for North Bay is volunteer with my doggies. Can you see my doggies? And we visit people and cheer them up and just try to make their hospital stay a little less tedious.
And I started out working on the floor at North Bay, and now I'm doing the quilt. We make a quilt every year and auction it off or sell tickets for it. And that's what I love to do.
Hi, I'm Ellie Chichoff. I've been a volunteer for 17 years at the North Bay Guild. It is the most rewarding program to be in. I just love talking with the patients, holding their hands, bringing whatever necessary things that they ask for. It's just such a beautiful thing to do, to volunteer, to do things for other people is so much more meaningful than anything in the world.
Why is it that I volunteer? I volunteer for me because it's so much fun to make other people feel good, and when I do that, it makes me feel good. And North Bay has got to be the most wonderful place to volunteer in the whole world. Nobody is more generous, giving.
The Guild has been wonderful to the cardiac and pulmonary rehab. They've bought up essentially most of the equipment that you see in our department. They have provided the patient education materials. They've provided us with a lot of service hours and great PR for our department.
My name is Mayor Horvitz. I am happy to be the treasurer of Paws for Healing, the organization that evaluates the dogs and trains the humans to bring their dogs around to the various medical facilities and educational facilities throughout Napa, Solano, and Napa, Solano, Sonoma, and Marin counties. These two guys this is Poco, and this little one over here, this is Ladybug.
You know, I'd like to think that I'm doing it for others, but basically I'm doing it for me because it makes me feel so good. And so you know what? If you want to feel good, do something good for someone else. It really makes you feel better. I mean, bottom line, it's something that you don't realize how much you get from giving to other people. And that's the truth.
Want to be one of the many volunteers who say, If you're interested in becoming a North Bay volunteer, please contact us at www.northbay.org and click on the volunteer link. We'd love to hear from you.